Yeah.
Oh yeah. Now in this division right here on covers, they have a plus 225 all the way out. Mets, Nationals, and Braves. Now Braves is definitely at the top again and won the division last year. So what do you think these Braves? You think these Braves should be valued a little less than plus 225? Like they're automatic? Because I hear it in some of y'all voices that y'all think the Braves are gonna go ahead and run away with this one. So what y'all think about this future
I don't know
to
about
win
run.
this division?
I don't know about run away with it. This division is really good. So I mean, last year they won 97 games. I don't think that's happening again. I got them around 88. Their win total is 90 and a half on my book, but my book has them plus 200, Washington plus 220, Mets plus 250. So there's a little difference there.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, this is on covers. I don't know how old this is if they updated it, but when it was on here, it's plus 225 for the Braves, the National, and the Mets. So I don't know. That could be updated. I don't know, but with that being said, right there, it should be, like you said, it should be a little more staggered. Because right here, you would be saying you're getting the same value for a team that has to win 91 and a half games that what you're getting for a team with 86 and a half win total. So
yeah.
that just wouldn't make much sense right there not to take the Braves at that value right there. But I guess that's changed on the real market. That's just from covers right there. I usually go to covers. Covers during the season has some pretty good baseball information. A couple spots you can go even deeper in the stats and stuff with them. Just so y'all know, I throw that out there. But let's go for it right here. Atlanta Braves. Now, Atlanta Braves for me is a wishy-washy team. They're very streaky, but very good team overall in so many ways they won. So Atlanta Braves in nice position, especially in Atlanta. I always take Atlanta Braves. But what y'all think about the Braves over here?
I think the Braves are the team to beat in this division. Obviously, I mean, they won the division last year, 97 wins, but I do see a regression. As I said, 88 wins I have projected them. Rotation still Mike Soroka, Folkelnevich, Max Fried. They did add Cole Hamels. He's going to begin the year on the IL. Sorry. Sean Newcomb, who moved from the pen, he had a 3.04 ERA in 51 games last year, and they did add the King Felix Hernandez. He is definitely not somebody I'm going to bet on, that's for sure. But I mean, this team did change a decent amount. You know, they switched out. Josh Donaldson is gone, and they added Marcell Ozuna. Basically, they just swapped those two. They added Travis Denard as a catcher, Will Smith in the bullpen, Yangervis Solarte, and Yonder Alonso are all the additions. And they did lose Dallas Keuchel, so they swapped basically Cole Hamels, Felix Hernandez for Dallas Keuchel. They lost a couple bullpen arms, Matt Joyce, Brian McCann, and they did lose Julio Teheran from the rotation as well. So this team did change a decent amount, but their core pieces are still there. And I think this is still the team to beat in the division. Who knows who's going to win the division? I'm not going to bet. Not going to bet team totals over anything. The only thing I got is under in the Phillies, but this one's up for grab. I got them winning the division, but it's going to be a duke between them and the Mets down the stretch. Is going to be punter's chance for both of them.
What you think about Soroka and Fried over there, the young guns at the pitching?
They're going to be good. That's what's going to really keep them in. I think keep them at the top down the stretch, because I do like Folkelnevich as well, but he does have some times where he's got rocked. But it's all about the young guys that people don't know about.
Yeah. What you think about Soroka, Papi?
I mean, it doesn't say enough about how good that pitching farm system is. I think we talked about the Padres last week or the week before about, how important it is to have that pipeline to trade. And when you're building a team, which you're not with the Braves, you're going to get what you got. And I think that we just got to look at who came up last year, right? Soroka, Albies, right? Riley, Fried. I mean, a huge talent pool. And Ian Anderson, Kyle Wright, both pitchers should be making appearance, or first baseman and a pitcher making appearances this year. And like I was saying, this next to the Padres is probably the deepest farm system in baseball. Now, Braves winning the NL twice in a row. Cool. What does that mean? They fucking lose in the postseason after that every time, right? 12 of 13. It's just one of those teams that just can't get it done. And we know that the starting staff is a little bit questionable. Felix Hernandez is going to be probably like a spot bullpen piece guy. He's not starting. Cole Hamels, with this layoff, he may be even starting, right? Who knows what's going to go on with him?
Yeah.
But remember, the overall pick, number one, that Swanson that the Braves had.
Swanson, yep.
What do you get, man? Is there a chance for resurgence? Is there a chance for him to be an absolute star? He fell off real sharply when he was, in 2017. After that, nothing. And he's got to be better here. The bullpen in the Braves was a huge issue, and we saw them actually emphasize how bad it was by addressing it, right? Melanson, Shane Green, Martin, all acquired last year at the trade deadline. That's money tied up, and they were good last year, and that was a good investment. We're adding Will Smith. It shows priority here, it's so simple with some of these teams. Address the absolute holes, the things that are clearly lacking the most. In the Braves, it was the bullpen, and they clearly addressed that. I'm talking about the Dodgers, DJ, kind of with that angle over here. Address the fucking issue. It's so easy. I just don't get it. Long story short, the Braves and the Mets, it's a toss-up. I think that's my two teams. If it was like plus 220, you said, for the Braves, and then plus 250 for the Mets to win the division. If I was into futures, I would just bet both of those.
Yep. I was thinking about that before.
It's very difficult for me to see the Nationals or Phillies really coming in and taking over. I think it's going to be a battle between the Braves and the Mets. I think the Braves will be hovering around that win total or succeeding just like the Mets. And I do think, as far as what needed to be done has been done. Donaldson, the bat, is gone. I mean, Camargo is not the answer. Ozuna is not the answer, but you've got enough pitching talent there to make up for that lack of a bat. So I think this team is going to be up there with the Mets and all contenders. And if they do take the NL, what are they going to do in the postseason? They're going to eat shit. So fade them. Peace out.
What do you think about the? What do you think about the?
They can't get it together.
What do you think about the veteran Hamill once he gets healthy? You think he's going to make an impact on this team?
Yeah, he's going to be better. Don't take him to Texas, man. It gets smashed around. I think Cole Hamels is not going to be as inconsistent, right? But I have no idea. I have no idea what's going to happen. Like I'm saying, with everything, regardless of the fact that this season is delayed, how is he going to respond to this type of situation? And how many games are they even going to play? I mean, all this stuff is intangible, and I don't even need to think about it. I don't even know why I'm talking about it. Cole Hamels should be better, long story short.
Yeah, and he's moving to the NL, so the NL will be definitely easier for him. But, I mean, he is 36 years old, going on 14th year in the MLB. So the expectation shouldn't be too high for Cole Hamels. I would say they should probably split him and Felix every other start. They should just do that. Like it should be slow pitch softball where every week they switch who starts and, keep him in the bullpen if need be. If not, I think that would work out well, but I'm not a manager. So,
well, yeah, I mean, he was in in the Cubs, so he does have experience.
Yeah.
In the NL here. And, that was a good time fading Hamels. That was fun.
And King Felix. Fun. It was fun fading him too.
You kind of got to root for King Felix. He just looks
I know, I like the guy.
He looks like just such a dick, like a Guy Fieri type of guy. Like you're just like,
the last game.
You're like, this guy looks ridiculous, but you just got to respect people who just look like Ed Hardy puked on him. You know what I mean?
The last live baseball game I went to was in Baltimore, and it was Baltimore versus the Mariners, and King Felix was starting, and he's warming up in the bullpen all the way out in the outfield, and basically you can talk to them. They're like 5 feet away.
Yeah.
So I said to him, "Hey, King, is this your last start? Are you retiring?" And he just turns to me and goes, "I'm not retiring." and said, okay. I said, okay. I didn't
All right, dude, fucking chill out.
Then he gave up 5 runs in the first inning.
Wow.
To the Orioles, yeah.
Wow.
I love him.
Crazy.
I love him.
Well, that's the NL East right there. Now, good thing that Who-Bangin Sports Talk. What up, though? Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.